What's up, guys and gals? Been a long week. I probably still sound like shit right now. I would have made the video yesterday, but I was just completely out of it. I took a dose and a half of NyQuil. Slept my ass about 10 hours. Or 12 hours, I mean. I was asleep. Feeling a little better today. Just still got the cough. But, had the runny nose and all that shit yesterday and the day prior, and just feeling like horse shit out here. I mean, it's crap. But, on a lighter side, you know, had a good paycheck. Got paid $1,970 or something like that. I was really stoked. I didn't look at my pay before to figure out what I should get paid on. So, I just waited until I got my stub that night. Checked it out and was like, holy hell yeah, you know. Got all excited, and of course, before I got it, I'm broke, you know what I mean? Wife's spending it, I'm spending it. I'm gonna buy some suspension parts for my Suburban. Get all the new springs and shocks and all that good stuff for it. At least that's my plan. Here, probably as I'm uploading this video, I'm probably gonna order them off of eBay. Got me a George Foreman. Turn on some lights so you can see. George Foreman grill here. It's not George Foreman, but it's the imitation. It's Faberware, whatever the hell it is. So it's got the removable trays, which is good because then when I get done cooking, I can go inside the truck stop, wash them off, and bring them back out and put everything away. You know. Other than that, I made me a shelf. Watch out, Mel. Made me a shelf here for the bed, but it was supposed to be up about this high. I mismeasured. But it still works because it gives me a nice flat surface on the bed instead of, you know, the cushionist part of the bed. So it's still good. Which, of course, that's what the George Foreman thing sits on. I'm going to move my my 3-in-1 breakfast maker from up there down to there. So that way I can make coffee a lot easier. I don't have to keep digging this shit down and making it there. But tonight, we are having some hamburgers. Make something quick and easy, that way I can chug some more NyQuil and go to bed. I'm sitting in Louisville right now. We'll deliver this load here in the morning. My dispatcher got me a load. Actually, she got me 2 loads. I was really surprised. She dispatched me on the loads, which kind of really threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, why are you dispatching me if I never consented to taking that load? And, well, needless to find out, what it is they had some shipper freight pretty close to where I'm delivering. So in order for her to, she could have just sent it over to me, but then if I said, yeah, I want it, you know, that without her physically dispatching me on it, somebody can snag it out from underneath me. So she figured, okay, she'll go ahead and dispatch me on it. That way it holds it, and if I don't like it, then she'll undispatch me. But it's actually not too bad of a load, you know. It's paying me $1.55 a mile for almost 600 miles, 50-mile deadhead, 24,000-pound load. Not bad money at all, which means that would have put it up and over the $2 mark. That would have actually made it about $2.05 or so, something like that. Other than that, let's see. Oh, sorry about the finger. We are on my cell phone right now because I didn't feel like digging out the GoPro and filming all that. So hopefully this video comes out, guys. I'm still kind of out of it. After that load, I got another load that she hooked me up on, going from Virginia to, I can't remember exactly where. I need to look that up again. But I think it was back over here to Indiana or Ohio or something like that. Paying me like $1.25 a mile, which ain't too bad. I mean, it's doable. My load coming out here was only paying me $1.25, $1.24, something like that. But of course, my load going to, where the hell did I take that? I picked it up. I delivered to Oklahoma, I think. Yeah, I delivered it to Oklahoma. That load was paying me $2.44 a mile before their cut, which made it down to like, for some reason I figured out like $1.66 a mile, but I think I'm off on my numbers. I gotta double check that. But the grill is ready, so let's go ahead and slap this in there real quick without the phone falling as much as possible. But other than that, guys, let me know if you got any questions or comments. You know, leave them down in the comment section down below, and we'll get a thing of, let's see all that steam. I don't know if I'm gonna make a cheeseburger or if I'm just gonna make regular hamburgers. But the only bad thing is I forgot my damn seasoning at the house, and I forgot to buy some at the store. So I'll have to put that up in a baggie because I know Mel's gonna want it. And there's Mel there. But it's just sizzling, so it's dinner time. Other than that, I didn't realize how loud that thing was gonna be. Hopefully you guys can still hear me pretty good. I got the Xbox turned on. Sign in, watch some Netflix real quick while I finish eating. Other than that, everything else has been going good. I did head home from Atlanta again last week. It was just everything. Atlanta was extremely dead. Extremely dead. It was bad. And so I just said screw it and did it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was freight down there in Atlanta, but it wasn't going to make me any kind of money. I would go negative trying to pull those loads because they were all heavy loads that I found, and they were all paying like right around $1 a mile. I need at least $1 in what I figure out. I think I run it right at $1.03 a mile, and that's at 6.5 miles to the gallon. So if I can get better than 6.5 miles a gallon, then yeah, I can make a little bit of money. But $1.03 a mile, that's my bare minimum. And that was, you know, that's just a break even. That's not even bringing home a paycheck. That is just pretty much paying for the fuel and paying for the truck to get to where I'm going. Which all of them were paying, you know, $1 a mile. I had Landstar. I wanted to laugh in her face. She called me back up. She goes, well, I got this load. You know, she asked me if I was reefer. I said, no, I got to drive in. And she goes, okay, well, that sucks. She goes, well, I'm going to keep looking for you, see what I can find for you. I said, okay. You know, I was already headed to the house at this point. But she calls me back. And she says, oh, I got this load going up to Wisconsin or something like that. 845 miles, paying $760. I said, nope. Because by the time I would really go broke, that's paying already under $1 a mile, and then I got to take, you know, 25% of that and give it to Eagle, and yeah, I'd go completely broke. So obviously it was better for me to spend $100 and just deadhead home, because that's about what it cost me to go home from Atlanta, give or take. Yeah, with that being said, guys, this is just a quick update. So yeah, I'm hoping I feel better. I'm already feeling better from last night. I'm gonna take another dose and a half of NyQuil and knock my ass out and get some more rest and shit like that. But until then, guys, we'll see you next week. Maybe even during the middle of the week, I'll do like a little makeup video or so. Yeah, because I'm not all there right now, guys. Sorry about that. But till next week, drive safe, be profitable, keep that shiny side up. Main thing is be profitable, you know. Don't take no cheap freight if you're an owner operator, that's for sure. Unless you have to, just to get yourself out of somewhere. But don't go negative when you're trying to take a load either. Make sure it'll cover at least your expenses, or just deadhead out of there. You know, it might be better for you to deadhead out than go negative on the load, because you're gonna burn up more fuel. Oh, son of a bitch! Sorry about that little pause there. I forgot my cup to catch all the grease. Set my arm down, and boom, the grease ran right down to my arm. Good wake-up call. Made a little bit of mess on the floor, but cleaned that up. Mel's down there smelling it around now. But until next week, guys, we will see you later, and drive safe out there.